Hi babies, it's Mama Cleo. Today I am going to talk about the second part in making my song Sacrifice. You may remember that about 2 weeks ago, or 1 week ago, I don't remember, I posted a vlog about the beginning process of writing my song Sacrifice, about how I wrote the melody and the lyrics, what they mean, and I also showed you how I record a demo to send to a producer. So I sent my demo to a bunch of different producers, and some of them sent me some ideas back, but I think I found the person who has sort of listened to my guidance the most and understood my vision the most. His name is Dennis, and he lives in Russia. So I'm gonna share with you the demo that he sent me and tell you what I think, and then in another episode I'll show you how the song keeps growing. So if you remember, the last time I recorded it was just a really simple vocal melody. Now there's some instrumentation in the demo that Dennis sent me, and it's basically really rough. It's just supposed to give you an idea of what the overall sound will sort of be like, to make sure that we're on the same page. So I'm gonna play it, and then I'll tell you how I dissected it and took some notes.
We were born to sow the earth, to praise the gods above. Only we have a task at hand that's much larger than us. Praise the gods above. Human sacrifice. Make your bodies mine. Human sacrifice.
Okay, so as you can tell, it's still pretty messy, but he did a few things that were really important to me, which was include instrumentation that was Afro-Caribbean, Latin-esque, because I wanted it to have sort of a tribal, sacrificial feeling, and to mix it with some elements of pop and dance music. So that was cool, and I also really love the intro. So what I did next after he sent me this was break it into 5 main sections. So we have the basses, and you can listen to them all separately if you have studio software like GarageBand or Logic or Pro Tools. So this is the basses, and then you can hear just the drums alone, just the vocals, and then I also just started to listen to them in pairs to see if I liked the instrumentation that he picked. So that was pretty much just for me, because the way that I took notes to send to him was I said, hey, I really like the overall soundscape, which is true, and I'm going to give you feedback about the whole demo so far, but I think we should just focus on the intro until it's perfect. And that's true. I always think it's good to have an overall idea of the song, but to focus on little sections to make sure that you get all of the nuances and little details correct. So I'll play the intro, and I'll tell you what I told Dennis and what I think should change next. Okay, so the intro's up until I start singing. So I really like that because I wanted it to feel like a ritual was just starting, like human sacrifice. And I love the sound effect, how it grows over time. It's a little too creepy, I think, to be a dance song. So I asked him if we could start mixing in more elements of pop and disco music now that we've sort of gone all the way to the side of Afro-Latin music, if we can bring it a little bit back to the mainstream just so that it's easier to listen to. And besides that, I listened to the instruments separately, and I really like this bass noise, but I don't think it's the right bass yet, so I asked him to experiment with different types of basses. What else did I say? I think maybe there should be a sound effect at the beginning when this noise starts to grow, so that it sounds like it's coming out of like you're opening a box and all of a sudden there's like this mystical thing coming out, like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that would be cool. And then I think that there should also be a big pickup for the voice. So right now, listen to how my voice starts. It just sort of comes in.
We were born
With no warning. So I sent him this as an example. And I think it's a good example, commercial. I think it's a good example of how an intro like this should sound too. It's share, believe. So it's like it's growing, right? Then it picks up, drum. But listen to how her voice comes in. So if you're not used to listening to these things, it might be a little confusing, but right before she starts singing and as she starts singing, there's a bouncy drum, boom, 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 boom. And what it does is it tells the listeners, hey, the voice is about to come in. So listen again. So I asked Dennis to add that to the intro so we can see how it sounds. So I think with those changes and again maybe some more mainstream instrumental sounds, that the intro can sound a lot better. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he sends me next. I'm excited. And then for the rest of the song, I'll just go through it quickly. I like the verse, I just think it's still like kind of messy and I have to re-record it. Also, the background vocals don't sound right, so it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to sound better basically. We were born to sow the earth, to praise the gods above, only us. So I asked him to just remove them for now and that I'll put them back in later, so that it sounds better. And then for the pre-chorus, here, this part.
Praise the gods above and sacrifice.
I like how this sounds so far. It's just the drums are way too loud, but they'll be evened out later. And it's still messy, but I think he knows that. Again, this was just like to get the idea out. But I like the transition, it's cool. And then this is how the chorus sounds right now. Again, the balance is off, the voice should be louder. I think he knows that too. I think some of the instrumentation could change where we can add some more. And then this part, this is the last part that we worked on. So the last part of the chorus is the make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. And what he did, which is a cool idea, was make it into double time. So all of a sudden it's like dun 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 make it rain, make it rain. The instruments are just still messed up, so I was like, love that idea, but it sounds bad right now, you prob know. So once the intro is done correctly, it'll sort of give us an idea of how to keep working on the verse and the rest of the song, and I'll give him some more specific feedback and re-record my vocals so that it sounds better in the song. But I just wanted to share this with you babes because it's exciting and it's important to share what the process is like. It's slow. So I wrote this song like weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, and it's just been like finding the right person to work on it with, and now all this nitty-gritty stuff. So it should be interesting bringing you along as it comes to fruition and watching the first and second video compared to what the last final product sounds like. So thanks for being with me. If you have any questions about my process, put them below on IGTV or on YouTube, and check out my vlog every day on my profile here. Okay, have a great day.